Well, ladies and gentlemen, I guess y'all want me to give y'all my opinion on do I think P. Diddy was guilty or do I think P. Diddy's going to be going to prison? It's a 98% chance that he's going to prison. Why do you say that, Ken? Because the feds have a 98% conviction rate. What that means that 98% of the people that go before a federal magistrate or a federal judge is generally convicted. So basically, to explain that is one of the reasons why they have a 98% conviction rate, because the feds do what they call due diligence. Anytime you ever heard of some homies getting indicted in the hood, they always say they've been investigating for 2 years. They've been investigating for 4 years. The feds do a extensive investigation on you before they actually bring charges before you. That's when you get the wiretaps, the informants, you get the money laundering, they get the receipts and so on and so forth. These is the different tactics that they use to ensure or assure that, one is going to be convicted and one have negligence. So that's a big thing. And one of the things that Puffy had was guns. And the guns didn't have a serial number on it. And they found them in a house. They found them in a house that he owned. So that's one charge. The other charge is sex trafficking. The other charge is continued criminal enterprise, the RICO. Now let me break that down for you. Each one of those charges under the federal statute have guidelines. And each one of those guidelines have a minimum of 10 years. We know that they found the guns in his house. That's going to be hard for him to deny that those were his guns and to say that somebody else just brought some guns with no serial numbers on them into his crib. So he would definitely be convicted. The only way he would beat that gun charge if his lawyer can find that that was an illegal search and procedure, or he agreed to cooperate and the fish is so big that they'd be willing to grant him immunity and let him go scot-free. But that's probably unlikely because you still have the sex trafficking case, which carries 10 to life. You have the RICO, which carries life. So in the federal court, when I first got incarcerated, say maybe back in the early 80s, we was under the old law. In 85, 86, they came with the sentencing enhancement laws. So what that means that the federal judge do not have any authority, that everything is based on guidelines. They do what you call a pre-sentence investigation. And they add up everything based on the point system. If you get a certain amount of points, then you get a certain amount of time. Back in the day, the judge could have mercy. They said, well, this P. Diddy, he's a multi-billionaire. He's a mogul. He made a mistake. Well, in the feds, that ain't how it works. You have to be sentenced based on guidelines. And just looking at the guidelines, P. Diddy, unless he do some immaculate snitching, he do some super duper snitching on some Sammy the Bull level, you know what I'm saying? He will probably get a minimum of 20 years just on the guidelines. Now, the video is a terrible thing. If I say that you did something and I went there, that's my word against yours. Even if I was an eyewitness, that's my word against yours. You can always say, well, I'm not the person. And you can probably find somebody who can corroborate, who can verify that you were with them, and be an alibi, which is what they call. That's another way, for you to be an eyewitness account. But the video, hey man, if they get video specialists and they can do enhancements and so on and so forth, and they can prove beyond the shadow of a doubt that's you, then the burden of your defense attorney becomes a little bit more higher, because he got to prove that you're innocent beyond a reasonable doubt. I mean, there can't be no doubt, at all, beyond a reasonable doubt that you did it. And if there's a lot of doubt, if there's videos, if there's witnesses, if there's all type of things going on, then your probability of being convicted is about 98%. And that's why they say the feds have a 98% conviction rate. Now, the thing for Diddy that's probably going to be his downfall is that in the event that he do decide to go to trial and he's convicted, then all of the evidence that's found, you know, through discovery and that the Attorney General present will also be used against him in a civil suit. So he's going to expose himself to a lot of liability if he decide to go to court and he decide to fight him and go take it to trial. And, you know, there's always a situation where one of the jurors can say, hey, I find him innocent. Or maybe 6 or 7 of them can say that he's innocent. There's nothing the court can do, you know, because if they feel that there's reasonable doubt, then they have the right to acquit him as jurors. You know what I'm saying? They can't, and nothing that the government can do about that. But they probably find a way to retrial him or whatever, you know, or if it's an acquittal, you know, they don't agree. All of them don't agree. You know, maybe 2 or 3 people find that he may or may not be innocent. So if there's no illegal search of procedures, if the jury don't say that they can't come to a logical decision or conclusive decision, then that'll be another way he can get out. Or if he don't become an informant, then it's probably a 98% chance that P. Diddy will probably be doing a whole lot of time in prison. Now, as far as him getting bailed out, you know, because some judges are lenient than others and have more latitude, there's a probability that he may be getting house arrest. It's a probability, you know, because generally that's what they do. They go through these 6 or 7 month hearings, and then finally they decide to let that person go. But the thing about this, and it's something I want to say about the Diddy case, is that there's going to be a lot of people that's going to fall because of this. I was just watching Piers Morgan the other day with Jaguar, and there was a lawyer on there. She said something that they have a tape of a person that's more famous than P. Diddy, and that they trying to do what they call a catch and kill. What that means is they contact the person, they purchase the tape, and then, you know, it goes away. With only one exception, if it's not a crime committed. Now, if the guy is underage, or the person is underage, the female, the guy that is in question, then the federal government will be indicting them. It don't make a difference how much they pay for the tape. You know, a lot of industry people will be going down. We know that Diddy recorded everything according to some of the reviews and some of the reports that's out there in the media. So, you know, a lot of people, if you've been to a Diddy party, you're a celebrity, hey, you need to lawyer up. I told y'all that it is a conspiracy to destroy successful African Americans. And y'all probably say that Ken is tripping, right? And Ken is just talking. But hey, listen, you know, I've been around long enough to know when a plot is being executed. I've been long enough to know when somebody is maneuvering. And you can see it all over hip hop. You can see the maneuvering, you can see the stratagems, you can see the plots. And a lot of y'all are going to be brought down by the system, you know, because some of you guys have made some unscrupulous decisions. Y'all made some bad decisions, and those decisions are going to come back to bite y'all. But we're not interested in y'all anymore. What we're interested in is the young African-American entertainers and artists that wants to do the right thing. If you want to do the right thing, let's unionize and organize and join the hip-hop fraternity. You can go to hhfmedia.com and join for free. Let's start pooling our resources in practice group economics, let's practice group politics, and organize. And let's teach each other the tricks and trades of our diabolical enemy, the different stratagems and strategies that they use to bring down powerful men, women, drugs, power. All these things makes you subjugated or subjected to a demise. So, if you really want to get things on track, join the hip hop fraternity. Let's come together. Let's become an African-American think tank. Let's put our ideals and our thought processes together and figure out how we're going to take hip hop to the next level. Because hip hop is the new Black Wall Street. It has created a lot of millionaires and a lot of billionaires. But the only way it's going to work if we come together, create an ecosystem that's synchronized with one another, meaning that it works interchangeable, and everything is hip-hop fraternity. HHF Records, HHF Films, HHF Clothing, HHF Management, HHF Records, all roads lead to HHF. This is something that was created for us, by us. We can come together. It's free. Just go to HHF Media, just like you go to IG, like you go to Facebook. You can post your videos. You can post messages. You can look at the daily news. You can see the things that we're doing. You can buy books. And while you're there, you can buy my book, The 48 Laws of Game. Give you a whole lot of game and the art of human chess. And it'll show you how to finesse all of these moves. But we have to, make different changes and transitions in order to avoid some of the pitfalls that are coming. You need elders. You need mentors. You need mentorship. People can tell you, man, look, man, give that security guard. Listen to what I'm saying. Give that security guard $300. It will save you $300,000. Because if the feds catch you with a gun and you're an ex-felon, you're going to get ex-felon in possession of a firearm. If you get into a fight and you shoot someone illegally, you're going to jail for murder. Why kill someone when you can just pay somebody whose job is to make sure that don't nobody put their hands on you? And if they do put their hands on you, they have a legal right to protect you. Invest your money. Invest your money. Come together. We're going to have a HHF Hip Hop Fraternity Multi-Millionaire Summit. We're going to call some of the biggest names in the financial space that are African Americans, and they're going to participate in a seminar, a summit that's going to delineate financial literacy on a level where one can literally get themselves out of their situation. So stop the gun violence, stop the freak-offs, stop making bad deals with these corporations and these record labels that don't care nothing about you, that when you go to jail, they turn it back on you, and go get my book, The 48 Laws of Game and the Art of Human Chess, at audiobo.com. Type my name, Pimpin, Pimpinken, in the search box. And then my books will pop up. If you're a reader and you want a book in your hand, go to Amazon.com, go to Barnes & Noble, Target, Walmart, anywhere books is sold, and you can buy the actual book. But if you want to listen to it right now, just go to audiobo.com and you'll be able to listen to the book. And make sure that this Monday, y'all come to, if you're in Atlanta, go to 5456 Fayetteville Road to the Ice Bar, Atlanta, Georgia. And we're going to be letting artists perform for free. And A&Rs, everybody get in free. Everybody can park for free. And everybody get free entry. So, hey, man, thank y'all for listening. Hey, man, yes, I do think Diddy will be going to jail, unfortunately.